Welcome back, viewers at home. I am delighted to introduce my next guest to give us more insight about Crescent Lifestyle, about how it is here to empower as well as enrich the lives of Muslims in South Africa through its unique features that it offers that include a Qibla compass, location-based services, a social timeline, classifieds, a bookshelf, breaking news alerts, and so much more. And for that conversation, I'm joined by Al-Firnas Patel, who's the founder, member, and CEO of Crescop, to help us get through this discussion. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah so much for joining us this evening.
Wa alaikum salam. It's a pleasure, and to all your viewers as well.
Now, Mr. Patel, can you please start us off by walking us through in terms of understanding what Crescent Lifestyle is all about before we can get to some of its features and what makes them unique?
Crescent Lifestyle is a project that we started in 2008 with a prime focus in mind to see how we can enrich and enhance the lifestyles of Muslims, add value to their lives at the same time to the community as a whole. So we tried to put together a program that would uh, encourage people to live their lives in an Islamic way, to reward them for living it in that manner as well. And at the same time, we would be able to give back to the community and so forth as well. So Alhamdulillah, we've been in the market now for close to 18 years. The product was developed with four different components in it, and the first one was that of connect. We said that we wanted to connect each and every individual to his mosque, his community, make sure that he is able to, in today's fast pace of life, be able to connect and know what is going on. So we are able to send him mosque-specific notices, community-relevant messaging, informing him about funeral notices, sighting of the moon, halal notifications, salah times that are specific to his mosque and so forth as well, keeping him informed and abreast of everything that is going on in his community in terms of Islamic way of life as well. Then, we said that every Muslim is a consumer as well. And, in line with the Sharia and Islamic way of life, we said let's reward them for being a consumer as well. So we've got over 500 alliance partners throughout South Africa where our members receive various discounts and coupons and so forth on their purchases upfront, not in the form of points or miles or anything like that, but actually on the presentation of their cards, they'll get these discounts and they'll get rewarded for it as well. And the third component is where we sponsor one of our members every single month to the amount of 15,000 rands, which enables and pays towards their Umrah package. So Alhamdulillah, to date we've had close to 200 winners that are there as well. And last but not least, we've got a gift component. Alhamdulillah, Crescent Lifestyle is a business, and we don't collect any contributions or anything of that sort. And all the money that we give back is purely from our profits. And to date, Alhamdulillah, through this business, we've been able to give to various charities, schools, massages throughout South Africa, an amount of over 7.5 million rands that's gone back to assist the community, to uplift the community, and so forth as well. To the extent, last year we focused. Normally all our projects are directed, and the monies are directed towards projects in South Africa. But last year we felt, and Muslims as a community, whether you're in South Africa or overseas as well, we're one brotherhood. So the need was in Gaza. So Alhamdulillah, last year we were able to give on behalf of our members over 500,000 rands, which with the assistance of Gift of the Givers, to assist our brothers and sisters in Gaza and so forth. So the product we developed, that's how it's, and it's still, the features are still the same from the time that we started off. Obviously, we've added a lot more over time and so forth. It's a subscription-based product. And that's what it is basically in a nutshell.
And with that being said, how would you best describe the distinctiveness of Crescent Lifestyle?
It's a common interest community product. It's common interest community marketing. So basically, we focus on the Muslim community. We've taken everything that is relevant, to the Muslim community as such, in terms of the Islamic lifestyle, in terms of the religious practices, and so forth, in terms of the South African culture as well, and we put that together in a nutshell. So every single aspect that we offer within Crescent Lifestyle is relevant to every single one of our members, and that's why there is so much value that is there in the product. And the other thing is that it's a complete Islamic lifestyle product. I mean, there's a lot of programs or apps or whatever so forth you want to call it that are out there that focus on certain aspects or certain facets or certain features that they offer. But Crescent Lifestyle does it in a holistic manner where it basically puts together everything that is required and offers it together in one complete program.
Mm. And can you tell us, Mr. Patel, in terms of what was that pivotal moment that, inspired, individuals like yourself and your team at that to come up with Crescent Lifestyle?
It's at the end of the day, it's a there's different aspects to it.
Mm.
The team. I mean, we've got some of our staff that have been with us since inception in 2008. And as an entrepreneur, for me, it's different. But for the staff, it's different as well. And you ask yourself what drives them,
Mm.
you know, and it's the passion behind what Crescent Lifestyle does within the community that keeps them together. So over the years, the difference that Crescent Lifestyle has been able to make, not only from the perspective of the value that the product is adding to the lives of the individuals, but at the same time, the difference it's able to make within the community as well. Like I said, Alhamdulillah, we've been able to give over 7.5 million rands to various charities, schools, massages, and so forth. That's the one aspect. Over and above that, like we said, we do the Umrah as well. You can see the difference it makes in people's lives, that the feedback that we get from them as well.
Mm.
And then and we've started many other initiatives as well. Like during the month of Ramadan, we do Ramadan hampers as well, where our brothers and sisters who unfortunately are not even able to have enough food and so forth to break iftar and so forth. So we give them enough hampers and so forth, uh, you know, to assist them through the month of Ramadan. Then we've created a Crescent Lifestyle Hajj Fund as well, where to date, sorry, I don't have the stats in front of me, but to date we've assisted close to about 12 to 15 of our brothers and sisters uh, to go for Hajj as well. So it's these aspects, these things that come back and reward us and drive us and the passion that keeps us going.
Mm. And with that being said, just seeing how since the Crescent Lifestyle was incepted, there has been some new features to it. I mean, starting off like just seeing some of the features here, a Qibla compass to location-based services, and now, as you mentioned, there's a Hajj fund for those who need assistance to fulfill their spiritual journey. I just want to find out from you, Mr. Peltel, in terms of what research or what really informs the involvement of Crescent Lifestyle to meeting the changing needs and demands of its users, which in this context is the Muslims in South Africa.
I always tell and this is the reason why, uh, we've kept this as a business to ensure that we've got goals and targets so we can always drive ourselves to be better in terms of our product, our service, our value system. And I always tell my staff that, you know, if the rate of change within your business is slower than the rate of change outside your business is not going to last. So you've always got to make sure that you can keep abreast of all the changes that are taking place uh, in the market in terms of technology, in terms of everything. And technology is changing so fast. So to give you a little bit of background, from the time that we started in 2008, there were no apps. I mean, there were, I can't, I'm not even sure when WhatsApp started and all that. So back then, 2008, there were no apps and so forth as well. So all of these features that I mentioned, they were there in terms of the connect and the save and the give and all of that, but we had to deliver them to our members in a different way. So all our messaging would go out in terms of SMSs and so forth, which is very restricted. So you can only send certain amount of characters, you can't send videos and so forth as well. So that's how we started. In terms of a loyalty card, we used to have a physical card that we had to post to all of our members, which was like a tangible credit card and so forth as well. And as time went on and things evolved and so forth as well, we launched our app in 2015, and alhamdulillah, we were rewarded with the best faith-based app in 2015, in South Africa as well. And our aim is to continuously, as a business, to keep on adding value and offering more value to our members in terms of what they're receiving. So we developed the app in 2015, and it was done in a gradual phase, where we offered certain features initially, and then we started doing in-app messaging and so forth as well. And then we added GPS location-based services as well. And our app is, if it sounds a bit biased coming from me, but it would be the most complete app in terms of Islamic offering that is out there for South Africans, So we've got Qibla Compass offering, we've got Salah time specific to your location. So you could be in the middle of the desert somewhere, and it'll give you a specific GPS-based location prayer time in terms of sunrise and sunset and Maghrib and so forth, that is relevant there, and there's so many other features like all the halal certified restaurants and places where Muslims can go and eat, as well as masjid locators and so forth as well, where the maps will direct you to your closest masajid and so forth as well. So all these features were developed over time as well. And now, I mean, recently we did a complete overhaul of the app and added more features and more benefits. And now we've got live streaming that's connected to many of the masjids where you can listen to the talks that are going on as well. And recently we've been able to offer coupons, to our members from big retailers like ShopRite, Checkers, and Pick and Pay and so forth as well, where our members can actually redeem the coupons on the app as well, and save up to 2,500 rand from each of these retailers every single month. So I mean, if you take into consideration the amount that our members are paying in subscription and what they're getting out in terms of the benefit, it's really not a hard decision to make.
Hmm. And with that being said, Mr. Patel, seeing that there is an array of, features being offered to the Muslims in South Africa, looking at improvements and, new features, is there anything on the horizon?
Like I said, we're always looking to add, uh, as technology evolves, we're always looking to add more features in the app itself, and at the same time, in terms of the value offering that we've got, so we're always trying to bring on more partners that offer more discounts and more values available, in terms of discounts and so forth to our members. So we're always looking to enhance and offer more to our members on an ongoing basis.
Hmm. And could you tell us what the membership fees are like and how the membership tiers are structured that could speak to why, Muslim South Africans should really consider, being part of, Crescent Lifestyle today?
Yeah, so we've got different tiers in terms of what benefit you want to get. So basically, if you want to, get certain coupons just from one of our retailers like ShopRite, Checkers, or so forth, as well, your subscription is 115 rands a month. And then the highest tier where you can get discounts from ShopRite, Checkers, and from Pick and Pay and so forth as well. And there's so many other benefits between the tiers as well. One can visit the website, or and that tier is available at 129 rands a month. And we've got a special rate for pensioners as well as secondary members in the family get a discount as well. But it's very simple. I mean, you can actually just go onto your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download the app and register and use it free for 30 days, without any strings attached, and benefit from all the offerings that we've got and see how and what is there and so forth. And after 30 days, if you feel that this is what you want, then you can continue as a paying member.
Hmm. And with that, Mr. Patel, I believe you really gave us insight in terms of what Crescent Lifestyle is offering to its fellow Muslim brothers and sisters at that. And I think I would ask you, what would you like for viewers to take away from this conversation that really looked into, some of the features and the offerings of Crescent Lifestyle?
We've always had our motto being that unity in community, and our strength as Muslims lies in unity. And what we're trying to do here through the Crescent Lifestyle product is, initially to get people connected within a community, as small as the community may be, get it connected. And then slowly after that, you get connected within a larger community, and then a larger community until you connect it nationally, and that's where our strength lies. So our features on the app assist with that as well. So we send more specific notifications, funeral notifications specific to your area. But you can actually find the funerals that have taken place in the entire South Africa. There's events that are taking place in the Islamic calendar within the South African community, in your community, and South Africa as large on a larger basis are also available on our app, and you can find all these features. So we believe there's unity in community, and we are offering a product that is there, for a service that we're offering at a certain price, and there's a lot of value. Like I said, you can get these coupons up to 5,000 rands for 129 rands a month. It's not a hard decision to make, but from there we give back, on behalf of our members, and we've given back 7.5 million rands to various charities and schools and massages throughout South Africa on an ongoing basis. And the more we get together and more support there is for Crescent Lifestyle, inshallah, we'll be able to, as a Crescent Lifestyle family, give back more to the South African community as a whole. And our assistance is not only strictly to Muslims as well. We help the South African community at large. So when we're giving to charitable organizations, they don't discriminate, between religion and so forth as well. So it helps the South African community as a whole.
Jazakallah so much, Mr. Patel, for taking out the time and really joining us to inform us and empower us on how Christian lifestyle is here to, better our lives at that and just make things easier for us. Jazakallah so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure, and just to take away from there, if they want to find more information, they can go visit our website on www.crescentlifestyle.com, or they can search for our app on the Play Store or the Apple Store under Crescent Lifestyle. Download it, enjoy it for 30 days, and let us know what you think, and inshallah we'll be able to grow together.
Once again, Jazakallah so much for that, Mr. Patel.
It's a pleasure.
Viewers at home, that was the founder, member, and CEO of CrossCorp, Al-Firnas Patel, who was just really telling us about how Crescent Lifestyle is an innovative and comprehensive platform that empowers as well as enriches lives in South Africa through its unique features. Hope that was helpful to you, viewers at home. For now, let's head over to an ad break. We'll see you just after this.